to Mystic Moons. Who is watching you? Do you feel like someone is watching? You know that feeling when you feel something is calling for your attention, but no voice is being directed your way. No one is tapping your shoulder, but yet you know that someone indeed is focusing on you. Thank you for the like. And it's that feeling you know someone's looking at you. Maybe you are in an area where you can just turn around and catch the gaze of that person. Maybe it's something deeper that lingers in the back of your mind, those pre-waking moments just before either you fall asleep or wake up. Anyway, these readings are for the energies of who's watching you in your collective energy so intensely, so intently that it comes out here. As these are collective readings, do take what resonates. I invite you for these readings to think about your secretive places in your natal chart. So think about your moon sign, think about your 12th house sign, think about your 8th house sign, in addition to your sun sign. And if you feel called to, you can definitely go and consider your rising. But definitely your sun sign, your moon sign, your 8th house, your 12th house. And with that in mind, I guess we'll start off with water. I won't be time stamping these readings, but I will list the elements of how I've read them in the header if you're watching this after the fact. And if you appreciate my time, thank you for the like. If you appreciate my time, do let me know hello and give me a like. So shall we start? We're going to start off first with water. First with Scorpio. So anybody who has Scorpio placements, particularly Scorpio moon, Scorpio 8th house. Well, Scorpio 8th house is the native energy of 8th house. So there could be something here that we all can glean from it. Same thing with Pisces being the native house of the 12th house, or native energy of the 12th house. But anyway, Scorpio. Let's go and see for Scorpio, who is watching Scorpio. Ten of Wands. Someone who's emotionally invested in you, Scorpio. They don't take their feelings lightly. They don't take responsibility lightly. But at the same time, they don't move very fast, Scorpio. They don't move very fast either to attach themselves to someone, some cause. They also don't move very fast to detach themselves from some cause or some etc. Anyway, hello everybody. Yeah. So now let's go and find out about Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio with 10 of Wands. Who's watching Scorpio in 10 of Wands energy? 10 of Wands is clarified by 2 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and 6 of Wands. Okay, Scorpio. I have a whole lot of fire here, Scorpio. Where does fire sit in your chart? Also, too, Scorpio. Who do you know who has a lot of fire in their chart as well? I have all the fire signs here. 10 of Wands is Sagittarius. 2 of Wands is Aries. 6 and 7 of Wands is Leo. But we got a whole lot of fire here. Someone who is building up to make significant movement towards you, Scorpio. They have a declaration to make, Scorpio. Person who's watching you wants to be vulnerable to you, Scorpio. They have to learn to let down their guard beforehand. They're not sure of your reception up towards them, about them as well, Scorpio. And because they're not sure of your reception, do you share the same feelings as them? For right now, they won't come closer than they are, but they will soon. There's a breaking point, and this is just building and building and building. Scorpio, you have an admirer. This admirer has been on the slow burn, slow increasing burn towards you for a while. This person is known to you. You are known to this person. This person should be quite attentive to you. This person should have actions, Scorpio, that speak louder than their words. Their words could be kind of non-committal or a different type of reaction than, let's say, or a different type of energy than how they should feel energetically towards you, maybe how they act energetically towards you and their actions. They're a lot more involved than what they say they are and perhaps what they admit to be. So let's go and find out more. Well, not more. Let's go on to the next sign. Pisces. Let's go and see what we have for Pisces. So anybody with significant Pisces placements could be the standard ones. Could also be Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces 8th house, Pisces 12th house. And again, since Pisces is the native energy with 12th house, there could be something here that we all can gather, all can benefit from Piscean energy. Let's go and see. Who's watching Pisces? I have someone who used to deal with Pisces. This person used to be around you, Pisces. At some point, Pisces, they knew you well enough. And they knew you well enough, Pisces, for there to be a pretty big chasm between you and them and the relationship that you shared. The relationship that you shared will not be built again, at least not in the same way, Pisces. This person who's watching you is someone from your past and they intend to come back. Significant energy here. It's actually a grab bag. Both of you have changed significantly from when you first initially met, Pisces. Your life's journey path has changed you as it has changed them. It's probably the primary reason why your friendship or your relationships ended. Because the path you're on, and the path that they were committed to walk on were too different for you to be in contact. And anyway, in this energy, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles. The person who's watching you is someone who doesn't intend to let go of you, doesn't intend to let go of the connection, and anticipates dealing with you again. So, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles gets 10 of Cups, Piscean energy, the Magician. Pisces, the person who's watching you is someone who you are not dealing with. At one point, you were close enough. This person probably spent quality time with you, Pisces, at a time when both of you considered quality to be the same thing, or you shared the same taste. Thank you for the like. Pisces, signs I have besides Pisces. I actually read my Knight of Wands always as a bit Sagittarius, but I have Gemini and Capricorn here. I read my Magicians as Gemini. Then, of course, we have Eight of Swords underneath here, some more Gemini energy. But more than that, Pisces, the person who's watching you is somebody who intends to deal with you again at some point, even though your current connection, you have nothing to do with them. I don't think, too, with that Tower and Ten of Swords, you'd be inclined to go and knock on their door again. But they are watching you and they are anticipating the next time when you get together. They consider, Pisces, that you guys have shared too much history together in perhaps your earlier years, earlier time, earlier part of the year, whatever it may be, Pisces. You have shared too much history. You have walked down the same path with the same idea of quality for a significant period of time, enough for them to consider that you guys will meet and deal again. You have somebody here who's anticipating getting back with you. And also, two, Pisces, let me go and say, in this energy, especially with Magician here and Two of Pentacles, they see you as valuable. You're like an investment, Pisces, something that they invested in and they intend to get benefits from you, which is probably why, too, they'll keep on trying to bring up the good old days of back when you were, or when you shared the same idea of quality time, quality fun, quality goals, quality actions. But there's been a divergence from that. But they know that you still have some very interesting pathways, and they don't intend to be shut off of the past, Pisces, that you create. Pisces, they want to walk down the path that you forge and create. That's why they're watching you. And that's why they don't intend to let that connection end. I did Scorpio, right? Yes, I did Scorpio. I did Pisces. Pisces and a little bit intense. Who is watching Cancer? Let's go and see Cancer. Who is watching Cancer? Of course, Ace of Cups is Cancerian energy in the minor arcana. This energy of Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles. What else is under here? Either waiting to make an offer, waiting for collaboration, waiting to initiate. But of course, we have initiation. We have a start here with Ace of Cups, also two in this energy, Cancer. It's a whole lot of wistfulness. Could be missed opportunity. maybe not quite missed opportunity, maybe just Cancer. It's not quite a missed opportunity. Somebody who's watching you and you inspire opportunity, Cancer. This person could have significant fire. We do have significant fire here. Yeah, you're inspiring opportunity. Opportunity that for some reason they could not go and get a move on. Circumstances prevented them from, I don't know, doing the stuff they'd like to do, whatever that may be. But it's not a missed opportunity, an opportunity that's laying in wait, an opportunity that they can see coming their way. With you, you are still inspiring dreams. So, Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. I read my queens as cardinals, so therefore my Queen of Cups would be Cancerian energy. Definitely are inspiring a lot of thought and contemplation, Cancer. The person who's watching you is someone who's quite busy themselves with their own plans, but their own plans are not set in stone. Their own plans are open for amendments, open for change. This person is still open to change. Person is not sure exactly where they would, what do they want to hold on to from what they've built so far, what they've learned so far, what they know so far, and what they'd like to discard, and what they'd like, new things they'd like to adopt. This person is all in the stages of learning and reviewing the person who's watching you. With Seven of Pentacles here and Six of Pentacles over there, Eight of Pentacles there, and the Hermit, we have some significant Virgo and Taurus energy building up to complement the fire. Cancer, the person who's watching you is someone who's still learning about themselves, still learning where do they want to, what direction do they wish to place their feet upon in the road of life? Where do they want to go and how do they want to do it? Also, too, where do their values lie? This person is in the midst of building themselves up. This person is impressionable, Cancer, the person who's watching you. And also, not only are they impressionable, Cancer, they have been studying you, the person who's watching you. They've been watching you, Cancer, and as they've been watching you, Cancer, they've been wondering, what would life be like to be closer with you and to have you as part of the characters in their world? Because you are not part of this person's world yet. As I said, you are an opportunity that is still rising. But as they are around you, watching you. I do think they are digging into some personal aspects of your life, making some personal value judgments about your life. They probably know a lot more, considered a lot more about you, and are thinking, how would you fit into their routine? What kind of routine would they share with you? And I will also say, too, they are excited by it. Excited by it, but there's still a lot of cautious energy there. Should we do, I don't know if 10 of Wands was the bottom of the deck energy. I wasn't really paying attention. I think there was a King of Swords and some other things. Anyway, let's do Sagittarius and we'll do fire as our next one. So you can think again, not only a Sagittarius sun, a Sagittarius rising, but particularly a Sagittarius moon, a Sagittarius 12th house, a Sagittarius 8th house, Sagittarius collective, significant Sagittarius energy. Who is watching Sagittarius? Someone who you're too busy to deal with, or perhaps they could be too busy to deal with you. Maybe both of you are busy, but Sagittarius, definitely in this energy, the person who's watching you, busyness and life has kept, and responsibility, busyness, life, responsibility has kept this person from dealing with you. This person has had some circumstances, Sagittarius, that have been beyond their control, significant emotional upheaval, and a realignment of self. Sagittarius, this person had to withdraw into the core of themselves to protect themselves and nurture themselves against whatever nastiness this devil, 5 of cups, ace of wands is. This person had to, or is in the process, Sagittarius, of rediscovering their core strength before they can engage, before they can deal with you. This person is busy. This person is busy breathing. And Sagittarius, yes, as this person is busy focusing on the minute details of their selves and to make themselves stronger from whatever this nastiness that I'm not going to probe is, because that gives me a headache. Yes, Sagittarius, this person actually really does like you. And Sagittarius, they haven't given any sort of significant energy into developing this with you. All it is right now, Sagittarius, is a possibility. So 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. The person who's watching Sagittarius, Knight of Cups. I'm getting all these love energies from people. Of course, I don't direct these who's watching you, whatever comes out. Sagittarius, the person who's watching you is trying to make themselves into a better version of themselves than they are today, than they were yesterday. This person is committed to self-improvement. They're doing so to make sure that they have the strongest possible foundation to exist in the world, which has been cruel to them thus far, Sagittarius. This person has absorbed some unfair hurts, Sagittarius. And in absorbing those unfair hurts, they have become stronger, Sagittarius. Anyway, Eight of Pentacles clarified by a Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Star. Sagittarius, a person who's watching you, is not really watching you with any sort of focused or determined energy. Sagittarius, they are paying attention to you like a diffused light, not really focused on one particular thing, such as you, but you are definitely something more than watching you, Sagittarius. They are thinking about you. You are definitely a thought that crosses their mind daily, Sagittarius, as they are working to better themselves. The person who's watching you probably will not approach you, Sagittarius, at least not yet in this energy. And I don't really think they're actively watching you either, Sagittarius. More like Sagittarius, you are on their mind. And as you are on their mind, as they go through what they must go through, you are like a beacon of sorts. A star in the sky. The mountains in the distance. Birds in the sky in flight. Sagittarius, you are something pleasant like that as they go about doing what must be done. I should have said signs, but that escaped me. Let's go and see who is watching. Aries. That would be Aries Sun, Aries Rising, Aries Moon, Aries 12th house, Aries 8th house. Then I think I'm going to stop saying placements, just get the collective. Anyway, for Aries, what do we have for Aries? Who is watching Aries? Knight of Wands. The person who's watching you, Aries, has already introduced themselves to you. They've introduced themselves to you. I don't feel like they've established themselves in any sort of way, Aries, to become a friend. Still, this meeting, this relationship formed thus far, Aries, feels like it's still in acquaintanceship type of energy. The person who's watching you, this person, Aries, has been figuring out exactly what do they want to do, and perhaps who do they want to do whatever they want to do with. How to make it happen. This person has been planning out the who, what, where, when, and how. Maybe just not with you, Aries, maybe just in general. This person definitely has a lot of ideas, and or they have a lot of people to choose those ideas from. The person who's been watching you with almost Aries, the energy of a catalog type of vibe. Yes, you've met that person before. Aries, who have you met? Who have you met, Aries, that you yourself changed your schedule or your demeanor? Something, Aries, about you became unavailable to this person. You became unavailable. You became closed off to them. Something about your availability here, either physical presence or receptivity, got closed off, Aries. They had to pivot, Aries. They are pivoting, Aries. They had to dive into other ways of finding out about you, Aries, because you yourself closed. You either changed your schedule from where they saw you, who you hung out with, what you were doing, meeting that person, that change. They had to. They've been watching you because they did not want to let go of you from your mind, from their mind, rather. Interesting energy, Aries. Aries, you have somebody who you kind of, whatever circumstances that led you to meet this person, you change those circumstances. And yet, Aries, the person who's watching you intends to still create a connection with you one way or the other. They're just seeing the most natural way of going about it, the best way of going about it, the most successful way of going about it. Okay, little kitty cat. Go up here. Go on, go on, go on. Okay. You've been sitting on my lap. Okay. Is there not enough room for you up here? She's purring. She keeps on sitting on that drawing in the background. Of course, she just likes to sit on paper in general. So we were on Aries, right? We did Aries, Sagittarius. We have Leo left. So, who is watching Leo? You're not going to eat that plant. I know that, right? No. Don't show off. You're not going to eat that, right? No. That tasty plant. So, Leo, the person who's watching you, has some more romantic energy here. Okay. Leo, I don't even know if I should be saying single Leo, coupled Leos. I feel like the message here is a lot more expansive than just who is watching you. No, don't sniff that. She's a mouthy girl, so anything that interests her, she has a tendency to bite anyway. Which, if you ever met her in person and she was going to nip you, it's not like she was biting you. That's just kind of how she she interacts. It's like, let me give you a bite, which she also can do that to the plants, which I don't want that to happen. Anyway, yeah, Leo, you have somebody who's very interested in you. As I said, I don't know if I should be saying single Leos or coupled Leos because, well, I have like soulmate energy here, Leo. I have a partner here, Leo. But this person in this close energy could be actually the person who's watching you, could actually be somebody who's already committed to you. If they're not committed to you, they intend to be. Maybe you don't know it yet, but they intend to be, Leo. I have a love on its way towards you, Leo. And if you're coupled, Leo, I kind of could have offshoots, progeny, offspring coming your way as well, Leo, in the energy I have here with this person who's watching you. Well, far too private information for me to go and delve into. I'm just going to say, Leo, that the person who's watching you is somebody who very, very much likes you. And although I could read the other signs, we'll wait to see what comes out. I have Gemini here. I'm not really going to read those cards. I'll read the cards that come up. With the Lovers, I have Death, the Star, and the Devil. Leo energies I have here. I have strong energies. I have really strong Aquarius. I have really strong Gemini, Scorpio, Capricorn, and then I have some Cancer. Yeah, I have some Cancer here. Something significant, Leo, could have happened between you and this person this past summer. Something could also happen quite significant for you and this person in the upcoming summer with all that Cancerian energy that's here, Leo. This past summer could have been very pivotal for you. This next summer could be very pivotal for you. And I have essentially the person who's watching you, this person loves you. This person does not intend to let you go. You feed their hopes and dreams for the future, Leo. That's why they won't let you go. They have quite an investment into what they expect as well, Leo, from a continued connection with you. Very firm energy, very determined energy. You know how sometimes they say there's like cuffing season. This goes far beyond that. They're just very possessive. As you are literally the spring in which they are able to access vitality, hope, dreams, all that good stuff from you, Leo, you provide. They should be placing you on a pedestal, Leo, in this energy. I'd be highly surprised if they are not. Or as I said, if this person is not yet in there, as I said, single Leos, this person will come to you quite shortly. This person is aware of you, Leo. This person really likes you. It's the type of love here in my hands for Leo. Also, too, Leo, let me go and say in this energy as well, with death, the star, and the devil, also considering the fact that we're moving into fall and winter, this love could very well present itself in new milestones from mid-autumn to, what would it be, to March, the end of Aquarius season. So I did all fire, all water, did water. Shall we do earth? Who's watching Taurus? Taurus. Someone's been spurned and rejected, Taurus. An understatement, Taurus. You would not have them, at least have them as they would like. Perhaps with the Queen of Wands here too, Taurus, something about this. Maybe there was affinity here with the lovers on both your sides, but something about how they dealt with you, how they approached you. Well, it wasn't complimentary to you. It did not respect you. It did not allow you to thrive and grow. You did not feel like you could thrive and grow and blossom, Taurus, with this person, in this connection, in this energy, in the type of relationship they hope to have. And therefore, Taurus, I have someone who was rejected. Energies, Taurus. Well, I read my queens as cardinal, so I have Aries, I have Libra, I have Gemini. I read my magician as Gemini. I read my fools as Aquarius. I have strong air here. I have strong air here. Someone really was taken with you and the possibilities of what could be in a connection with you, Taurus, but one way or another, you spurned their love or how they wanted to express love towards you. It was unsatisfactory towards you, to you. You did not like it. And they know that. Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Taurus, a person who's watching you. I don't even really think they're worth the time of me pulling it up there, but for some reason this message came out, so I guess it's relevant on some level. Relevant for you to know, perhaps, Taurus, relevant for you to know in case this person approaches again and you could think, well, I can go beyond that or I can be above that. Whatever went down with this person after a period of time, maybe, Taurus, you could think that you could deal with that person again, maybe as a friend, maybe just as an acquaintance who you say hello to. But Taurus, I really don't think this person is worth you dealing with again, is worth you opening yourself up for again. Because this person is someone who was spurned by you, a one-sided love. And this person still has some significant attraction and significant angst about being rejected by you. And they know that the type of relationship they hope to have from you, they could never have. A whole lot of massive frustration here, Taurus. If anyone comes up to approach you again, who you have no interest in, maybe you could think, oh, I could be friendly with that person. None of that energy. That energy is lots of grudges, messy energy, icky energy. Icky, icky, icky. Anyway, Capricorn. Let's see for Capricorn, who is watching Capricorn. Well, it could be a Virgo here. Hermit and Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, both are Virgo. Somebody who's trying to go and make their presence in the world, Virgo. Oh, no, Capricorn. Someone who's trying to make their presence in the world, Capricorn. Capricorn, the person who's watching you may have significant Virgo energy. Also, too, the timing of Virgo may be significant. So I know that we just ended Virgo season. With that Hermit, though, could also be something that extended longer, perhaps maybe even to last Virgo season over a year. Plus, Eight of Pentacles together with Hermit, both of those energies and those timelines are very enduring, very drawn out. The person who's been watching you has been almost riding in circles around you, Capricorn. They've been doing their own thing, I feel like, with minimal touch points to you. You do know this person. You had an ending with this person. You had an ending with this person, Capricorn. You are on your own path of life. And likewise, Capricorn, this person is on their own path of life. But you know, the interesting thing about this energy, this person still knows exactly what you're doing, knows exactly where you are, exactly who you're with. They have a fair idea about how you live out your life, how you live out your week. They keep tabs on you, Virgo, not actively, not talking to you, but they are within your social circles. I don't know about your business, Virgo. Capricorn. This person with strong Virgo energy knows about your business, Capricorn. Very strong Virgo energy, though. Anyway, Queen of Swords, King of Wands. And, okay, so Capricorn, who is it with strong earth energy that you still like? I still have mutual attraction here. Circumstances didn't play out well between you and this person, Capricorn. Somebody else with significant earth energy, but you definitely still like this person somewhat. This person has disappointed you, but there's still a draw. A draw enough for you to go and deal with that person again. I don't quite think so. Maybe if that person said the right things, and presented you, Capricorn, some more earth, and presented you soulmate energy here with King and Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, some more Hermit energy coming up with 10 of Pentacles, Hermit, some more Virgo energy coming up with 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. If this person, Capricorn, wanted to get you back, they'd have to do the right things, say the right things, and present a certain amount of stability and commitment towards you, which I do think they know exactly what that is that you would look for and that you would be receptive for. That's all about this Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords energy is looking, Capricorn, for the right sort of efforts being made. And, I'm going to say this too, Capricorn. As I said, I still feel there's an affinity with you for that person. You're very aware of their shortcomings. But if they said and what they did, where they failed, but if they made the right movement, said the right things, had proof that you can tell things would be different, then I feel like you would be quite warm to this person. And they know that. Capricorn, the person who's watching you is somebody who has you simmering, not letting go of you, very up in your business, not dealing with you actively face to face, dealing with you on the outskirts, because they sense the possibility of what could be, but they're not ready for it yet, Capricorn. I do feel this person has significant Virgo energy, or there's something about this season of Virgo that plays a big role here. Something to think about. Other energies. Well, I have some Cancer, I have Libra. We have some fire, but fire is still as initiation. Queen of Swords, more than anything, Queen of Swords is the standards in which a person must present to you, Capricorn, in order to warm you up for more. And I think I'm going to do one more sign, and I'll leave the air signs for later. And that would be Virgo, right? Taurus, we did Capricorn. Let's do Virgo. Who is watching? Virgo. Knight of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. I have all these love energies tonight. Virgo, the person who's watching you is somebody who met not too long ago. This is relatively fresh energy also too. This energy has been making significant strides. It's just someone, Virgo, who you met and they like you. And they want to find out more about you. They are finding more about you. And they want to see, Virgo, what can be built between you and them. Very exploratory energy, but at the same time, this person is looking for the real thing. This person is not running around in frivolous energy, Virgo. There is significant fire here, perhaps. It could be somebody with significant fire, Virgo. Perhaps this can just be the fire of initiation, the fire of creation, the fire of forging new bonds new bonds, new meaningful bonds. I think I'll do the air signs at another time, as it's probably about 4 a.m. where I am. And I think I have to catch the 6:30 bus out. Anyway, until next time, I'm wishing everybody the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.